in solo leveling after defeating the statue of God. The remaining knight statues charge at him. Without hesitation, he lifts his hand and uses commander's authority to slam them all into the ground. As the shattered statues lie motionless, Jin takes a breath, sensing that he has grown even stronger throughout this battle. Suddenly, the Winged One applauds him, calling him impressive. Jin narrows his eyes and demands that he keep his promise. However, the statue merely smirks and declares that the test isn't over yet. At that moment, a system notification appears before Jin. An urgent quest has been issued. The Winged One announces that he is the final challenge. Defeat the enemy within 10 minutes, or your heart will stop. He clenches his fists and glares at the statue. "Who the hell are you?" he demands. The statue chuckles. "I already told you that was a pointless question." It pauses before continuing. "But fine. I'll give you an answer anyway." A grin spreads across its face. "I am the architect of the system." Meanwhile, Woo Jin-chul and the surveillance division arrive at the gate. Jin-chul has brought 7 elite hunters, knowing they won't be of any real help to Hunter Sung. They're only here as a backup in case anything goes wrong. As they near the gate, Jin-chul suddenly halts, sensing a powerful wave of magical energy. He asks the others if they can feel it, this cold, ominous magic storm. Jin-chul then asks if any large guilds are preparing for a raid nearby. He learns that the Hunters Guild is active in the area, with 2 S-rank hunters participating. Without hesitation, he orders an emergency request for cooperation with the guild. As he does, he can't help but wonder, just who exactly is Sung Jinwoo? The architect's wings undergo a dramatic transformation. Jinwoo, looking visibly exhausted, watches as the creature's 6 additional limbs shift into hands. With a grin, the architect dashes forward, appearing right beside Jin in an instant. Before Jin can react, the architect lands a rapid triple punch with enough force to lift him off the ground and slam him into the wall. Jin is left dazed and coughing blood, but the architect gives him no time to recover and attacks once more. Jin narrowly dodges, but the statue predicts his every move. Grinning, the architect unleashes a flurry of punches, Star Platinum style. At first, it seems as though Jin is helpless, but the architect notices something. Jin isn't blocking the punches. Instead, he's redirecting them with precise movements. Their eyes meet. The architect smirks and compliments Jin before landing another punch square to his face. Confident that his blow will land, the architect grins even wider. But before it can react, Jin slides down the statue's arm, landing a powerful blow to the architect's forehead. The force sends the architect skidding back. It recovers quickly, laughing as it remarks on how fascinating humans are. It never expected one to pose such a challenge. "How interesting," it says with a sinister grin. Jinwoo glares at the creature through bloodied eyes, piecing things together. He assumes the architect lured him in after he reached level 100, thinking it could defeat him at this stage. But Jin isn't interested in just fighting. He demands answers. He asks why the architect created the system, why he was chosen, and what is happening to the world. Instead of responding, the architect charges at him. "You want answers?" It mocks, suggesting that Jinwoo believes killing it will prevent him from getting those answers. Jinwoo dashes away, realizing that physical attacks won't work. He activates ruler's authority to control the architect from a distance. To his shock, the architect counters with the same ability, creating a force field between them. Jin's eyes widen, so even ranged attacks are futile. The architect laughs. "It doesn't matter whether you kill me or not," it says. "The answer you seek was decided long before this moment, from the instant I designed everything." After the architect tells Jinwoo that he will receive his answers regardless of whether he kills him or not, Jinwoo demands to know how it orchestrated everything and granted him such immense power. The architect clarifies that it never personally chose Jinwoo, rather it merely designed the player system. Confident in its creation, the architect insists that its plan is flawless. Meanwhile, Jinwoo, aware that time is running out, realizes he has no option but to launch a direct assault. The architect leaps into the air, taunting Jinwoo to fight with everything he has left. It crashes into the ground with force, prompting Jinwoo to evade swiftly. The monster immediately follows up with relentless attacks from all sides. At that moment, Jinwoo's senses heighten. I can do this, he thinks, keenly observing the enemy's movements. As the architect swings its massive club, Jinwoo sidesteps and slashes its leg. He then swiftly dodges another strike and lands a precise cut on the architect's cheek. Dumbfounded by Jinwoo's speed, the architect struggles to comprehend how a mere human is evading its attacks without external assistance. Jinwoo capitalizes on the monster's surprise, mocking it while severing one of its arms. The architect is left in disbelief. Despite being a lowly human, Jinwoo is forcing it to struggle, even if only in a temporary form. Then, a realization dawns upon the architect. I see. That's why he was chosen. It acknowledges that Jinwoo possesses something, even if only a small fraction. Overcome with rage, the architect bellows, demanding to know how a human dares to defy him. As the seconds continue to tick away, the architect reanimates his puppets one by one. Jinwoo surges forward, leaps into the air, and activates ruler's authority, crashing into the ground with overwhelming force. The resulting shockwave sends the statues flying backward. He then dashes through the battlefield, weaving between the statue of God's powerful strikes as his confrontation with the architect escalates. Jinwoo severs 2 more arms but is suddenly knocked back by a forceful sword swing. Before he can fully recover, a shield knight slams into him from behind. Recognizing his old foe, Jinwoo recalls their previous encounter, fueling his frustration. With a powerful leap, he drives his elbow down, splitting the knight's head clean in half. Wasting no time, he turns his focus back to the architect and slices off its last 2 arms. A thunderous crash echoes through the chamber, and as the dust settles, the timer reveals 2 minutes and 11 seconds remaining. Accepting its defeat, the architect concedes. The test is over.